Hi pilots and co-pilots, Brian here. Today, some very exciting day for me. You can see the beautiful shots here. This is a new project that's been released finally into beta testing for all of us to try. It's the Boeing 737-900ER Ultimate. This is a new model. Lots of us have been waiting for this for some time. It's the most amazing of projects, and it's freeware. It's a completely new 3D model of the aircraft, both inside and out. And as you can see, it's just a fabulous interior as well as exterior. It combines that work by those guys with the audio work and other work from AudioBird XP. So all that great sound stuff that they've done has come across. And of course the Zebo mod for all the cabin integration with the FMC and getting all that working, getting the flight and everything else electronic kind of wired together and working correctly. They've all come together to produce this most amazing of freeware aircraft. So this is only the beta release. It's not fully released. So I just wanted to jump into the cabin and just marvel in what they've produced so far. So here we are in the cabin. The first thing to notice is we have a drop-down screen in front of us that I can't... There we go. I could get it to drop down. I don't think that's developed for yet, but the 3D is there. Everything reflects and looks beautiful. And there's a screen here that looks like it'll be active in future, but you'll notice this logo down here. If we click on that, like, you get a full sort of in-flight app as if it's your tablet. There are checklists with some built in, and I don't think you can do weights and balances or weather. Charts is on there if I remember rightly. Oh, you have to call them chart 1, 2. Okay, I dropped some different charts in, but they weren't named the same, so I guess I'll have to follow that standard. You can do ground handling. This is modeled. So the gate has already, as you saw, closed up, so we better open our door there. I'm going to open my forward and aft cargo hatches. My bag cart's going. Let's see where everything's turned up. So if I go and look outside now. We've got all our equipment going here. We can just see it's early morning in San Francisco. Absolutely beautiful day to start, I think. It'll be a great spring day. But look at this model. So this is not the Laminar Research 737-800. This is an all-new model. They've provided a paint kit, I think, or at least they've done one livery, the Delta livery. Difference is, of course, you can see inside. You can see all the seats, all modelled. I'm just stunned by the frame rate. The reflections are beautiful. And it's got these domed bits on the top. That's all for their modern stuff like Wi-Fi and so on that they provide on the planes. So I've got all my equipment helping the plane get ready. A bit of an early morning glow with the sun here. So again, much of this looks much the same as the default 737. But you will notice, of course, the landing lights are simplified and a few other bits and pieces are moved around. But if you've had a go at flying the other one, hopefully this should seem fairly familiar. He says not having flown this yet, so... Let's get those on. Let's come down and see what's on for the FMC. We have some other awesome things. Click on ACARS, I can get my ATIS information. So KSFO. Oops. Enter that in there. Send. Oh. 3014. A bit of wind. 14 degrees. Something's bugging me. Now let's put ground power on. Okay. let's just do some setup. Again, not quite in the right order, but there are checklists included now. Although if you've been using X checklist, of course, then that is an option. I'll put these on ready. I think I'm going to be flying at 35,000 feet. I'll have to recheck my sim brief output in a minute. I'll put the logo on. I'm going to start my APU in a minute, so I'll put that on. I put these to auto. And as you can see, if I just switch around right now, there's plenty for it to complain about. Let's go and have a look and listen to the sound changes. We move about A if you close the door. Well, you can't hear a lot of noise from out here right now. But so there's different noises right now. And there's... Hopefully the passengers will be coming on in a minute. Obviously business class here. Everybody gets a screen at the back. I've selected some mood lighting here. You can adjust that. So cabin lighting. I selected a blue, so ceiling lights I could have gone for a green. Or a red. Let's have a red for a bit, shall we? That morning feel, people. And as you go down the aircraft, your exits are lit up there, or over the wing, but the sound changes. It's amazing. Remember, this is freeware. Wow, donation where I would say everybody should consider donating if they're going to use this. And we can go all the way down to the end. Look, even the reflection on the delta symbol there, that's just genius. And we're into the galley at the back. And obviously, in a minute, they're going to be loading into the galley. Brilliant. So, back into the cockpit. Very familiar, but slightly different. So we have ground power on right now. Now I set these to align. Hopefully I've set it on fast. It's saying it's done, so everything there's good. Let's come and look up at this then. So has this changed at all? No. So get that. I'll grab that. And then alright, K S F. Oh. I think we're at gate 55. Route. So let's type that again. K S F O. We're going to be doing a short flight today. LAX. Runway. One moment while I check this. So we're going on 28, right? Okay, we have some more things to set. So I just set the gross weight of the aircraft and the fuel required, so we can add that in. I've put reserves of 4 on today. Let's just check our cost index. Okay, so it's 30 for today. So it's 259 at 51. Our cruise winds, and we're going to be at 330. And we need our top of climb outside air temperature, which is about minus 46 C. Okay. Now, what is our outside air temperature? Right, let's call it 14. Oops. Messed that up. Slash 14. See? Because I want it to be on this side of the slash. There you go. Set that. Direct takeoff. Takeoff. We will, of course, be flaps 5. If this hasn't changed, this will always default to 8 on the CG. Well, we got a pretty fast rolling takeoff there. Wow. We'll eat up a lot of runway before we get into the air. Okay. Our route. Departure is going to be Wesler 3. And then eBay. That's quite easy to remember. eBay, and then we're direct to Circus. I'm going to put in CRCUS. How about the other way? Did I spell that wrong? CURCS? Nope. Let's try that again. So CRCUS. Not in database. Okay. Well, we're going to be doing 25 right. Let's just get that set. Unless things change. 25 right. Why is it not giving me a star? SimBrief doesn't always give me exactly what I need. Maybe I'm just going to go and spend a minute offline looking on the real world to see what they do. Okay, we're going to do a little change here. Let's do departures. Let's have a look at this. Let's see what else we can do. Now we can probably stick with that one. Let's see what that gives me. What's not in the database? Oh, hold on. I'm being an idiot. Sorry. Let's try this again. Continuity errors, be damned. Let's just check we don't have any ridiculous jumps in distance on any of these legs. I had one the other day where it just suddenly showed a jump of 6,800 miles, but I obviously wasn't picking up the correct waypoint. And let's bring up charts. This is probably going to be a bit of a long video today. I'm feeling leisurely looking around this new beast. Maybe I'll edit it to be a bit shorter for you. This bit's going to be a bit long, but maybe some of the flight is going to be a little shorter. Okay. Let's step through. Oh, why is that not going to step? Why is it? I'm used to that going to step, so I can step through. Maybe that doesn't work like that on this one. No. Bit different. Oh, there we go. There we go. That's taking us all over the place, isn't it? Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Map. I think that's what we want. Right. Sun's definitely coming up. Let's just have another sneaky peek outside, shall we? Well, not like that. There, the sun's coming up now. We're getting up for an early morning departure. Let's get some sound effects in, shall we? It'll be a lovely day. We need to come down here. What I can do is go to menu, advanced. I can... There we go, we've got some stuff being loaded now. That sounds a bit better. Yeah. Oh, it sounds really busy now. Right, I'm just going to put on my anti-collision light on and get my APU going. This comes down to 3,000, 33,000. That on, that on. That can come on for now. Start getting things ready. Oh, I can hear the GPU now. GPU, APU, not ground power unit. The APU spinning up. So 151 we need to put up there. Index. I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that. We're going to put 151 in there. I am going to set them for later. Set that. I think we're pretty much ready to go. So, come down here, get a menu, and stop that. Stop the sound effects now. Go back, go to the announcements. And listen to this. It gets louder as you go into the cabin, in passenger cabin. Isn't that cool? So all that X-Plane 11 stuff with awareness of location in the aircraft affects your sound is all done on this. Absolutely brilliant. So, we've done that. Right, I'm going to start this leg.
Ground to cockpit. Please show me where you want to go.
Okay, let's get us moving.
Ground to cockpit. Joe is driving up.
Okay, did she just shut the door for me? Let's just check. I think so. Yep, she shut the door. Thank you. We're going to be going 28 right, so while he's just pulling up. Okay, we have to come swing around here, all the way down there and onto 28 right.
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed. Ready to connect.
I get the feeling we should probably have taken away the jetway, but oh well. Up we go. This is the better pushback plugin if you don't know what that is. Look at the detail on this nose, okay? Just all the little...
Tow connected and bypassed and inserted. Release parking brake.
Okay, release parking brake.
Starting pushback. And you may start engines.
Okay, thank you. Don't start pushing back until that's got... Oh, God. Guess what I just did. Yeah. I forgot to switch to APU power, although I'd powered it up. Right. There we go. We're just going back now. See the engine starting to spin up. You can just hear the... There goes the engine. And at 25, there we go. We're good. Throw in the fuel. Starting right engine now. Can't quite see into that one. But you can hear the rumble from the right hand side, which is cool. So back we go. Keep an eye. Nearly there. Actually, we have a lot in the center tank. We'll actually pump the center tank. In goes the fuel. We'll switch that to cont. Switch the generator on. That generator on. APU bleed off. I'll turn the APU off and I'll switch on for the center tanks too. They're all on. I'll turn my packs back on for now. James is set. Window heat, probe heat, trim air, cabin utilities.
Operation complete. Set parking brake.
Okay, parking brake is set.
Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
Thank you. No, I won't put on the taxi lights yet. That'll blind him. What a lovely morning. I saw somebody commenting on one of the forums somewhere complaining that X-Plane had a cartoonish look about it. You know what? I don't see that. Is he done? I can see it's still going down slightly. Can you see that? Just slight movement.
So it's disconnected and bypass bin has been removed. Hand signal on the left. We'll see you next time and have a safe flight.
Off he goes. Now I'm going to put my taxi lights on. Actually, I should have my strobe on. Steady right now. Is he out? There he is. Okay, he's out. Park brake is off. Increase throttle slightly. So again, very similar to the Zeebo modded 737. It's again all the Zeebo enhancements, but it is a different 3D model. Kind of feels the same but different. There are just those little things I keep catching my eyes on. Look, even that. There's no reason for it. It pulls down. There you go. A tight little turn here. Just turn my wing. Not quite ready for that, but near enough. Okay. Well, we're on our way, eh?
Okay, the cabin is secured. Have a good flight.
Approaching 19 right.
Okay. Over we go. Just check as well.
Approaching 01 right.
Over we go. .26 knots there. I think it's probably fast enough. Oop, what did our ATIS say? I forgot to set my altimeter. So, can I do this without crashing? Whoa, that's a good job I looked up because I got to go down there. .3014. And I probably still have to go over this side. Oh God. If you don't look out the window, you go all over the place. Oops. Maybe I'll just speed this bit up. Right. We're set on both. I should have put my course and heading to be runway heading, but I haven't. Bit curious as to why I've got green and reds on my undercarriage. I did try a tiny takeoff earlier, and yeah, the undercarriage was kind of stuck in a halfway when I took off, so we'll have to check that as we climb out. So maybe that's a bug. Let's just scrub some speed off. Maybe not quite that much, but oh, we'll just go past 28 left and get lined up for 28 right.
Approaching 28 left.
Our APU is off. Now I'm going to get my flaps dialed in. Slow us down before we do this turn.
Approaching 28 right.
Put my landing lights on. Strobe and steady. Round we come.
On runway 28 right.
There we go. Oop. We are ready. I mean, I can turn my transponder on, but of course we're not set to anything. Got our route programmed in. Everything's ready to go. Okay. Increase throttle slightly. Check they spool up evenly and cleanly together. They look balanced. Hit toga. Wow, we're accelerating pretty rapidly. We're drifting slightly to the left there. I'm using a bit of rudder to compensate. B1, rotate. Oop. Wow. We wallowed a bit there.
Positive rate.
Barely. The gear's coming up. I'm going to have to do an emergency check outside, I think, in a minute.
400.
That's amazing. That's amazing. Okay, let's just clean that up. Well, I forgot about them too, so fair enough. And I think I've probably left doors open as well. Let's just check. Holy moly, there's doors open. Oh, Brian. Okay, at least that bit is okay. But here, look. You have to do that, and then... Okay. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay. Let's get this plane under control.
1,000.
So that is a bug. The other bug is some unintended stowaways on the flight there. So I am going to put that on right now. Let's have a look from outside. Oh, I've still got a door open. Look at that animation. And I still have flaps down as well. So we're just passing 15,000 feet. Bit of cloud around. I have to say, so far the frame rates I'm getting off this are way better than with the default 737 with the Zebo mod usually. So this is a very frame rate forgiving aircraft. I'm stunned. I've not had any slowdown or stutter yet. Nope, that didn't. So there's a few bugs. The landing gear seems to be an issue, but that's fine. I'm sure they'll fix that. The issue for me is remember to get rid of hangers on. So get rid of your ground crew and shut your doors. I didn't do that. That was probably the weirdest thing I've ever seen flying an X-plane the last 2 years of my X-plane life. Everything else seems to have gone pretty well. Programming up is just like the usual 737 Zebo experience, so I rate that. The sounds are awesome. Oh, taxi lights are on. They're off now. The frame model is very frame rate easy. Couple of stutters there. Probably just loading in the next ortho scenery. The model looks brilliant. Just so many little things, like, you know, when you're ready to go, they shut the door for you and so on. So let's just have a look at this. Does this work? So you can I bring it down? There we go. So that's going to be so cool.
Altimeter setting.
Yeah, that altimeter setting. So that actually does work, doesn't it? Can I call the staff up? I wonder. No, maybe not. What a lovely morning. This beautiful aircraft flies perfectly. I'm very pleased. The best $0 anyone's ever spent. Just think. Okay, I do have SkyMax Pro clouds, but there's a lot of great work done now with the default clouds. There's Enviro Plus, not X-Enviro, but Enviro Plus. There's other things. Ortho Scenery, free. KSFO by Mr. X6, free. There's 737-900 ER, still in beta, free. There's the reshade stuff. I've actually got a different shading thing, which does slightly affect the sky colors, free. So really, you can get this look by just buying X-Plane. An X-Plane 11, what's that, 60 bucks? Such good value for money. So I'm at altitude. And how far have we got to go here? We have 250 nautical miles to top of descent. So a little while yet. However, one thing I notice is that the throttles, the auto throttle, is not very smooth at the moment. So there's obviously some bugs here as well. You can see it's pulsing. It's calming down a bit, but I don't know whether that's tailwinds causing that, but you can see this is it wouldn't be a particularly wonderful ride in this plane right now, so I imagine that's a bug too. I'll have a look on the forums afterwards and see what people are seeing, but that's pretty odd. I just have to, while we're at altitude and waiting, look at this interface though. Now everything's wired in, but you're going to be able to choose variants. Oh, there's a bit of a glitch in there. Audio options. Again, that's not set. Wi-Fi services. Cargo services. Door operation. Oh, I see. So that's, again, brings up the ground operations screen. pushback. Well, I use better pushback anyway. We have some checklists on there, so you can load them up. That's kind of cool. You can follow your checklists through. Yeah, and there's nothing else there. So it expects those particular file names. Hopefully it'll allow others in future. And cabin lighting. Can we get to that right now? Yes. We're at cruise now. Let's set our cruise options. I don't know what that looks like. Let's go and have a look, shall we? Oh yeah, it's very nice. Let's just have a look out the window, shall we? Press my face against the glass. Very arid. How are we doing? Our headwind is 276 miles an hour. Wow. Outside temperature minus 50 and we're at 33,000 feet. Not quite sure about that bit there. We are doing 577 miles an hour. So cool. Actually, what I should do, I'd better shut the door again. Or we're probably contravening various FAA regulations. There. So yeah, the throttles are still pulsing. I have 222 nautical miles to go, so I shall see you later. So we're just starting our descent right now. As we head in, and we're now making our turn for our long approach into KLAX. Another Mr. X scenery. And what you can see below me is, of course, all freeware Ortho for XP is generated. So as I just start descending, I just called up my ATIS uplink to get my ATIS information. So we've got 3009, clear, 17 degrees, 250 at 11 knots. Okay, let's just allow it to keep descending based on our flight plan. And let's have a look here. Our legs. By B Cove, we're at 10. Same drag required, but that's a lie. We're good now. I just thought of something I should be doing.
In business, and hope to see you again with us sometime very soon.
Oh. I guess it's almost probably time to play the pre-landing one as well.
Flight attendants, prepare for landing, please.
And that one might have been a bit early, I guess. I'm going to turn my landing lights on now. And we're slowing down now. In fact, I'm probably ripping the flaps off right now because my airspeed was way above. Oh well. I had somebody declare to me about one of my videos the other day that I was the worst PC pilot he'd ever seen. If he was my instructor, he'd take away my flight privileges. I think he forgets that I'm doing this for fun on the internet. It's not probably how I would fly in real life, is it?
1,000 to go.
You should see the way I drive cars on my computer. And yeah, I'm still pretty safe driving my family around. Okay, we're just going to bring that all the way down. We're still trying to scrub that speed off. Yeah, we're just... It doesn't want to slow down. This beast is very slippery. So, let's just set... Oops, wrong one. Airport elevation. That's pretty near enough. I've got flaps out, not flaps out, speed brakes out. Yeah, they're out there. But it does not want to slow down. We're getting there. So we're about 20 kilometers out, I guess, from the runway at this stage. We've now got us at 2 degrees of flap. That's armed. Hello, LA. Let's have a look outside. It'll be a bit noisy. Okay, that's awesome. Wonder if sitting in this seat they can see the city yet. Not quite. Okay, now we've got our speed down and we appear to be staying there. I can... Ooh, no, again, speed's creeping up. I think they got some tweaking to do on the model just yet. Runway is ahead. In fact, we're a little high, but it's already picking up the glide slope. Here's the city over there. Okay, going up to 5 degrees of flap. Drag required. I'm already on it. Well, in a minute, the drag will help because we'll actually better bring the gear down. Oh, there we go. They can now see the city. I think we ought to fix that again. Desperately trying to drag the speed down. So while we're worrying about this, I need to go to here. I'm going to pick 30 degrees of flap, 149. We need 149 to put in here in a minute. Let's take us, oops, now to 15 degrees of flap, and then we can use the gear to come out to help bring our speed down. Oh, so we're at 10. Now we're at 15. My distance. Yep, we're now ready. Bring our gear down. Let's hope it comes down cleanly. I'm now trying to switch to approach. I've selected it, but it's not. It's got 157 there. Was that correct? Can't remember now. 149. I think 149 plus 4, so 153. Bring the speed brakes ready for landing. Now, for some reason, why won't that light stay on? Let's see if we can. Maybe it's just the light's not light. I thought it was supposed to light up. We're on speed, auto brakes on, both flight directors are on. Both autopilots are on. We have our courses both set to 251. That's got to be set to 2000. That's our missed approach altitude. Climbs out straight ahead on 251. Go to 2000. Now, this is much better on frame rates than the other 737. Guess which I'm going to be flying once they iron out all the bugs. See, I guess now is when we would go to this. So menu, advanced. Diamonds are on. Land 3. We're going for
feet stabilized, Mr. Perch, altitude set.
Going for an auto land here. In we come. Yeah, I'm being lazy. I'm doing an auto land. I just want to see how fully featured this version is.
Approaching 25 right.
Just be ready on the controls in case autopilot kicks me out. About to make our final decision. Landing. Let's see if it can do this. It's going to flare. Kind of. Okay. No, I'm not deploying reverse thrust. We have a very long runway here.
80 knots.
Slight tendency to veer to the left there. Off we go. Welcome to LA, everybody. That was actually not too bad. Yeah, there's a few problems here. Look, the stabilizers are... It went off the trim there. Do we reckon there's anywhere to park down there? Maybe. Just like shopping at Christmas. You're going to drive around and around till you can find a space. Landing lights off. Taxi lights currently on. There's a quiet spot. Bring the speed down a bit. Wow, it's tight parking around here, isn't it? Oops, ground it to a halt there. Well, thanks very much for flying with me today as we experience this new plane. I'm quite excited about, and I think looks lovely, flies lovely. Try and get this in line. Okay, he's telling me pretty much straight on the money there. I'm happy with that. Keep coming, keep coming. Touch his arms. Is he going to start crossing them? 5. There he goes, and done. Park brake on. Okay, hopefully they've got ground power. They do. Okay. I can now shut the engines down. Actually, we'll put the APU on. There we go. Now, should we get a... Oh, no automated stuff there at this airport. Okay, we have landed. Our passengers will be unloading very soon. So thanks for flying with me today. If you like the video, like it, leave a comment, and subscribe. All the usual things. And if you stuck with the whole flight with me, well done. You deserve a medal. I hope you enjoyed my less than funky takeoff and my auto land. Yeah, I chickened out, but I just wanted to see if it could fly itself. And it looks like it can, so that was a great job. So thanks for watching, and bye for now.